Hey everybody, this is Game Freak 10124 and welcome back to more Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. As usual, we get started right away here. Well, first off, show this off. 28 stars to move on, but as I have been doing, I'm doing everything I can before moving on with each galaxy. Everything I can do in each galaxy before moving on to the next. So anyway, I'm gonna start with Tall Trunk Galaxy. The Flirtatious Blimp Fruit. So much like the Dash Pepper, this is another Yoshi item. Power up.
Yes!
Play that awesome Yoshi music again. I guess I kind of hate doing this because they're cute, so I don't like giving them the caveman voice, but it's pretty top. Pretty top. Pretty top, good. I guess I'll talk like that. Pretty top, good. This tastes delicious, yes. I really wish I had a better voice for the Wuddles, because I love the Wuddles. The Wuddles are really cool creatures. I like to think of them as being somewhat similar to the Koroks from Wind Waker. Power Mushroom, tasty. I don't need it, but I'll grab it while I'm here. That Power Mushroom, tasty. Oh, and also, I didn't really mention it specifically when we first encountered the first one in Sky Station Galaxy, but one thing this game has that Galaxy 1 did not was actual physical checkpoints that you could see. It had quote-unquote imaginary checkpoints where they existed, but you couldn't see where they were at. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep falling. But yeah, get the Comet Medal and then, like, there's two things you want to do. Get the Comet Medal and figure out how to move on. Okay, there I had some sort of momentum going so I can finally get moving in this direction. 2 seconds, a freaking hour or whatever. And needless to say, be careful with those spike things, because if you hit them, it'll knock you off Yoshi and cancel out Yoshi's power up of the Blimp Fruit. For having a decent amount of length to it, this mission is pretty short and goes by pretty quickly. And also, what I'm doing to stop Yoshi is press the A button to stop him in place in case you need to readjust yourself or be able to take a quick look at your surroundings before moving on. And also to frickin' stop Yoshi so you can keep beating the Blimp Fruit like I just did with that one further down. And I think we have a visitor now. Nope.
Looks like we got another hungry month to feed here. We got a new friend here, a friend with special something for you. you wanna check it out, just head over down that pipe over there.
We'll eventually get another one, so I'm gonna ignore that for now. So, since a certain something didn't happen yet, I'm gonna ignore Tall Trunk Galaxy for the time being. So I'm gonna go to Cloudy Court for now. And now I see why I always do Cloudy Court before going to Tall Trunk. You guys will find out what I mean later on in the video. Cloudy Court, of course, reuses the music from Fluffy Bluff Galaxy. This is the first galaxy where you can really utilize the trick I told out you guys about in Fluffy Bluff. And actually, let me go back. Thought there was a thing further back, I guess not. There's a power shroom up there. Let me get it. I was gonna say get up higher to see, but whatever. No. Stop in the middle of the symbol and get a bunch of star bits. Thought you needed 30, and I'm fairly certain there was a freaking, I'll call it question mark coin somewhere further back there that I didn't end up getting. Because you should be able to have, I'm fairly certain, more than 30 coins and not have to come up here to get more. The other thing I note I didn't think to mention until now about the coin missions is if you die, your coin counter gets reset to 0, so be very, very careful to not die when you're collecting coins for coin Lumas. One very particular instance of wanting to be careful with that is in Hightail Falls Galaxy. Don't fall in. Doesn't look too bad, right? Well, you collect the first solar star, and then shadow clones start appearing. It's still not difficult, but you do gotta keep constantly moving, and also be careful with your cloud usage as well. I'm speeding right through because I know exactly what to do and how to use the cloud flower, so... know exactly what to do, and I'm very confident in my abilities. That's why I'm just breezing right through this without taking it easy, because I know I can move fast and be perfectly fine, not have to worry about dying to anything. Bravo, you did it. Silver stars in the purple pond. Starship mark can now advance. Head in the clouds. As per usual, do the intro skipping trick. I knew there was a question mark coin I missed. Maybe I collected it previously, and I swore I would have seen that before. Maybe I collected it previously and the coins appeared and I just didn't collect them, and that's why I couldn't find it. I'm fairly certain I would have seen that, so... Oh wait, I just realized the coins that appeared were those three, I think. Let's see. Or however many it was, this many. Whatever. Stupid Wii Remote and Nunchuck, come off it. Now at this point, don't worry, because obviously I have not missed the Comet medal yet. I only say obviously because if the Comet medal was earlier in the galaxy, I would have already gotten it. I had plenty of time to make that, but didn't remember what the timing was, so that's why I just sat there instead of moving on. There's the Comet medal. Now someone should appear on the ship. A special visitor. Yep, Luigi. Hey, bro! Everyone left me behind. I had to hustle to get up here. Stupid Wii Remote Nunchuck. This is ridiculous. I blew a raspberry because usually frickin' when something's giving me trouble, spit helps. So hey, guess what? I decided to look for the power star too. If you see me out of there, come and say hi. I can help you with the save of the universe. This was of course why I opted to not do Tall Trunk, the second star, because I'm not sure if it's the first... Actually, no, never mind. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this, but I want to say what triggers Luigi appearing is getting the first 3 stars in World 3. Either that or specifically getting the 28 stars. I don't know what it is that gets him to appear. I want to look at my powers, I do. If you see me out there in any one of those galaxies, say hello. If anyone says the universe, it's gonna be me. I'm Luigi. Mario 64 reference time. I'm a Luigi #1. Let's see if he says anything about him. I've never seen this dialogue before.
Hey, weren't you just wearing green clothes a second ago? Maybe I was just mistaken.
That's hilarious, and I've never seen that dialogue before, so very glad I talked to him. You learn something new every day, or see something you've never seen before. Anyway, my reason for skipping out in the second mission of Tall Trunk Galaxy is the hopes that Luigi will appear. Tall Trunk's Big Slide. Good, Luigi's here. I was really hoping that he would be.
Yes. Hey.
This dialogue, I think, is the exact same every time he appears in one of the galaxies, so... Hey, bro, you looking for a star around here, huh? You wanted me to take over for a little while? You please, Luigi. You want to switch, bro? I'm gonna show off his dialogue for saying no thanks first.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll be right here if you ever wanted me to jump in.
Yeah.
So instead of having to collect 120 stars and then play the same game exactly over again, all the exact same stuff, like in Galaxy 1, in this game they made it so that you could, like, Luigi will appear in galaxies while you're playing through the game, and you can just switch that way, which is much nicer and much better way of handling it than making you play through the same game again like Galaxy 1 did. As you guys can hear, this music is different. I think the jungle music that played in the Fluzzard Galaxy prior to you actually riding on Fluzzard, as opposed to the Yoshi music. The Yoshi music plays in the first mission because you're using Yoshi. But the second one, they changed the music over. Slide, never quit. Sharp red things, no touch. We watch, slide. Be brave, jump in. Anyway, if any of you have never seen this gameplay before, if any of you guys have never played this game before or seen it played, be prepared for an incredible soundtrack here. It is none other than In the Name of the Star in Tales It 2. An incredible remix of the slider music from Super Mario 64. I'm gonna be quiet so you guys can enjoy the awesome soundtrack. Now, I can't remember how I reacted when I first found out that that slide had an awesome remix of the slider music from Super Mario 64. I know I didn't know about it until I played through the game my first time. But I cannot remember exactly how I reacted, but I do know that I absolutely loved the music when I heard it. I love the fact that they remixed that soundtrack, so... Anyway, we judge you very brave. My voices are going to be kind of semi-random. Like, similar to my own regular voice, but semi-random with these whittles. I really wish I had a good voice to consistently give them, like, my Luma voice for the Lumas. Bravery symbol, yours. Power star, yours. Here's a symbol. Here's a symbol of courage. Take star. Frickin' love the Whittles. You also gotta frickin' love that they brought them into Mario Party games. I'm fairly certain, like, I'm not sure how many games had them in them. I'm fairly certain Mario Party 9 had Whittles in at least one of the mini games. And this right here, and I'll explain why later on, this right here was the main reason why I wanted Luigi to appear for that mission. Tall Trunk's Big Slide. And whenever you play as Luigi, a ghost appears in the galaxy for the mission that you just completed. I think it only appears for they only appear for the main missions. I don't think they appear for the Comet missions. I don't know. Or I meant hidden missions, but Comet missions too. Jeez, it's already 20 freaking 1 minutes into the video.
Prankster Comet has been spotted. Prankster Comets can transform a galaxy into a wildly different place. Come to think of it, you've collected Comet medals, right?
For crap's sake. Stupid Weirma and Nunchuck, come off it. This is ridiculous.
Come to think of it, you've been collecting Comet medals, right? Collecting a lot of those Comet medals makes more comets appear. You think you can work on getting a star from every comet, go for it, Captain. Looks like you brought back a Whittle with you. I love those guys. I think of what to talk to you about Comet medals. Go give them a listen. Shouldn't take them long.
But yeah, ordinarily if you're playing as Mario, you'll actually have to walk back to the top of Starship Mario. But if Luigi, like, and that's in any instance, Wubba pulls you to a different part of Starship Mario, whether it be the bottom or inside that room where it has the power-ups of the game on display. Whenever you happen to be playing as Luigi when you are doing those missions for your first time in the game, Luigi will automatically pull you back to the top of Starship Mario where the helm is. So it's very nice that whenever you get pulled by a Wubba at the same time you're also playing as Luigi, so you get put back to the top of Starship Mario so that you can go ahead and continue on with the galaxies faster. Definitely a good speedrun trick to know for if you're just wanting to play through as fast as you can, as well as serious speedrunners who do things like awesome games done quick. So ordinarily I would have already been through this dialogue, but I wanted to explain that to you guys, that it's very nice when this happens, so it just saves you having to climb up back to the top of stuff. I'm saying the top of Starship Mario, which it really is, because it's the top of Mario's hat of Starship Mario. Anyway, all that explaining done, let's continue. Hey bro, I'm all over the place these days, exploring the universe. Next time you see me out of there, talking to me and let me leap into the action. Into action. Okay? Catch you later, bro. And that dialogue is the same, so that's the only time I'm reading it. But yeah. I don't know if it's forced, what causes the common missions to appear. I think it's 4 stars in the World 3. It's either that. I'm fairly certain it's not 29 stars. I can almost guarantee that. So, I want to say it's 4 stars. Either completing 2 galaxies, 4 stars in. Again, I don't know exactly what causes the common missions to appear, but once you get, as long as you've been collecting all the comet medals so far, once you get the first comet mission to appear, you're going to get a slew of comets appearing one right after the other. So, highly recommend, as opposed to continuing on with galaxies you haven't done yet, go back and do the comet missions and clean up previous galaxies that have them before moving further on with World 3. That said, that's exactly what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to go back to Cloudy Court first for that first comet mission. I want to say as long as you've collected this comet medal, this will always be the first comet mission to appear, and Tall Trunks won't appear until later on in the cycle of all these comet missions appearing one after the other, one after another. The shadow lining. I massively wonder if they got the idea for this from the fact that you have the Shadow Clones in the hidden mission. But you have the Shadow Clones in the hidden mission, and there's the regular mission. Then they have this kind of part of the regular mission. Of course, in the regular mission, you don't collect star chips, but for this mission, they're having you do that. Then after you collect the second star chip, the Shadow Clones start appearing behind you, at least in this first section of this mission. And of course, whenever the Shadow Clones die, after you are completing whatever objective it is that you're doing to get rid of them, they starbits spawn, where they explode. And at this point, just like always, keep moving. I'm going to show off a little awesome trick you can do. Do this. Get a, what I like to call, conga line of Shadow Clones going before you break the star. That way you can get a bunch of starbits from these guys. And they will infinitely spawn until you break the crystal too. So you can do that to get a bunch of starbits. Like, do that to get a bunch of starbits while also freaking avoiding getting hit by them at the same time by doing the move slightly ahead and freaking jump that way. Because they'll move whatever speed you're moving. So that's one thing I didn't say about the Shadow Clones previously. If you go slow or fast, they'll move your speed. So don't slow down and think, oh hey, I can go fast and I'll get away from you, because they will catch back up to you eventually if you don't keep moving. But yeah, even though it's basically the same as the Cosmic Clones from the races in the first game, the Shadow Clones are another new gimmick of this game. Having to like keep constantly moving so they don't hit you. Next one is Yoshi's Star Galaxy. This is where you want to start making use of getting out of the regular world map into the grand world map. Because there's going to be at least, if nothing else, a decent amount of having to bounce between these first three worlds while you go through these galaxies, cleaning up the comet missions that are appearing one after another. Now, this may only be the second galaxy in the game, but this can definitely be quite a challenging, or no, not quite. This definitely is quite a challenging comet mission right here. Spiny Rainbow Round. Even me, myself, or someone as good as me can easily end up failing this mission if you're not fast enough. So this mission, even though it's only in the second galaxy, definitely has challenge and difficulty to it for sure. So I give a huge round of applause to also my first time getting the Rainbow Star. While I'm caught in this, I give a huge round of applause to anybody who can actually do this their very first time ever and successfully and not fail and run out of time, because this is definitely a difficult and challenging mission. You know, you've transformed into Rainbow Mario, you're invincible. And there's exactly 30 Spinies. You don't have extras to play around with. But yeah, this is another new type of mission / gimmick in this game that wasn't in the first Galaxy game, which is romps where you kill a specific amount of enemies within a time limit. Interesting thing to note is that this mission is actually more difficult than a mission way later on, a comet mission like this way later on in the game. Now, unlike in Galaxy 1, where if you do a time mission, the timer keeps ticking down until you get the star, in this game they changed it to where, like, if you're in a time mission and you get the star to appear, at the point the star appears, the clock goes away and you don't have to worry about running out of time after having the star appear like you had to in timed Comet missions in the first Super Mario Galaxy game. And it's very nice that they did make that change to time missions in this game. Spiny Rainbow Rock. And now, Spin Dig Galaxy. Thankfully, this one doesn't force you to go to another world. You can just go right over to it. Dig a Leg's Daredevil Run. The first boss mission where you only have 1 health to beat them and not die. So, this one's not too bad, but it is definitely very easy to die, which is why I mentioned what I said, the method of beating him. You want to be careful with it in the first time I did this boss fight, because it is those enemies that he spawns by bumping to the ground, it is very easy to die to them, especially because when they first come out they have their spike up, and if you hit that spike, like if you don't move out of the way or accidentally jump onto it or just underneath it, you'll get poked through the ground. I think you can actually, the hitbox will hit you before you even are out of the ground, and then you'll just die. So, well, I've never died like that before. I was expecting him to hop sooner than he freaking did. I'm glad that happened because that was actually hilarious. Another change they freaking made from the first game is, in the first game, if you failed a Comet mission, it would give you the option to either continue retrying it or to go back to the Comet Observatory. In this game, it doesn't give you the option to retry it or go back to Starship Mario or the world map. It just continues you just continue going through it until you successfully beat it. And this is another thing you want to be careful of, because if you do what I am doing to freaking kill the enemies, and I died there, do what I was doing to kill the enemies, and you're on the same side when he turns over, he'll hop on the other side and you'll have to deal with that cycle again. I wasn't trying to show it off, but at least you guys know what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to focus and beat this guy so I can move on with other missions. And I was not trying to give another demonstration, but that's another thing you want to be careful about. There. Come on, are we freaking serious? What I should have done as well was still a mid-air dug, because I probably would have dug through the ground at that point. So I want to sit, well, one way or another, of course that was on me, but still. finally dead. And then after beating him, I didn't mention this when I beat him the first time, but the game automatically puts you directly to the other side of the star, so you just spin and go right into the star. I want to say Flip Swaps appears next, but I don't think it does. I think it's a World 2 Comet that appears next. It seems like what actually appears next is Hightail Falls Galaxy's Comet mission. We'll see. Nope, I was wrong both times. It's puzzle planks. But yeah.
That place was rough, but you still pulled through like a champ. And though if you had a player to assist you, it might be a little easier and more fun.
Yeah, one exactly helped out there. I mean, maybe with those enemies that he spawns by pounding his drill spiky part into the ground, I don't know. Either way. I'm aiming for 45 to 50 minutes, so I'm hoping that I can get all the Comet mission cleanup done in this video. We'll see how long it takes. Purple Coin Shadow Bolt. Now, I should be able to do this easily enough my first time, but to note ahead of time, this can be a difficult mission because it can be easy to run at a time, because 1 minute is more than enough time, but it is definitely a fairly strict time limit. Not as strict as the box burning mission from Flip Swap, or not Flip Swap, Upside Down Galaxy or whatever it's called. Or Upside Dizzy. I think it's Upside Dizzy Galaxy. It's not as strict as the amount of time you had to burn those boxes, but it is still a fairly strict time limit, so... But again, just move carefully, but also swiftly to make sure you avoid the shadow coins, while also making sure you get all the purple coins before your timer runs out. And again, if you need to slow down, don't worry, because if you're down to 1 second, you will not fail the mission. There, I'm good. So many star bits. Another change that this just made me realize. In Galaxy 1, if you collected 50 star bits, 50 star bits got you a 1-up. They changed up the number from 50 star bits to 100, which is no big deal, and it's understandable because 50 star one of every 50 star bits is a lot. Like, it's only one up, but it's still a lot because it's easy to grind star bits, especially in specific galaxies, so... It wasn't exactly necessary, but it is a very understandable change they made, at least. I can't say whether I think it's necessary or unnecessary, but it's a very understandable change they made nonetheless. Now here we have a very interesting mission. Just like Good Egg Galaxy and Galaxy 1, the Comet mission of this galaxy is also a speedrun mission. Pee-wee Piranha speedrun. The speedrun missions of this game have a twist put on them. There's clocks. So instead of giving you a set amount of time for the entire mission, it gives you a starting amount of time, and then you collect clocks to keep your time going.
Yes!
And these time missions, inspired time levels in Super Mario 3D Land and Super Mario 3D World. And it seems like there's also something in New Super Mario Bros. 2. I don't know offhand. Now I'm about to get down to 15 seconds, but they give you lots of clocks on this planet where Pee Wee Piranha is, so. It was also very interesting to see just how much shorter Pee Wee Piranha's speedrun is than Dino Piranha's in Galaxy 1. Now, Dino Piranha in the first game you had to hit 4 times, but damage 4 times. Because you technically have to hit him more than that to frickin' because you also have to break his shell open. But Pee Wee Piranha you only have to hit for damage twice in the game. Of course you have to break open his shell, then hit a spot that's open to break the shell. Or the egg. And then hit eggshell, whatever, and then another time to hit him, but it's still essentially only 2 hits of damage as opposed to 3 or 4. Pee Wee Piranha speedrun. Now it's Boulder Bowl. Rolling Crabber Romp. I have to massively... Also, this is another enemy romp. I have to massively wonder if they were going for an assimilation of having to hop between the galaxies in Galaxy 1 for Purple Coin missions with having to hop around for comets here after you're so much into World 3. Yeah, just like the last one, this one only got attached to 30 enemies, and this is another one that can be difficult slash easy to fail. Difficult to be, easy to fail. And also definitely make use of the trick I mentioned previously where you jump and press the Z button to jump out of Rock Mario sooner. Especially here because like if you got no crabs in your path that you want to like stop and then roll again to be able to make as much use of the time as possible to destroy all the crabs. And bam. There's flip swaps. And here's here's one of these. I look at this, the baby Lumen's arrived! To my lost Luma, I hope this letter reaches you in bright spirits, little one. This should be of some help to you on your journey back to me. May the stars shine down on you. Wow! There were 50 servants attached to that letter! No return address, but I hope I get to meet this mysterious person soon! Gotta love that cute little frickin' return address joke there. here we have another purple coin mission. Purple coin flip and sprint. Now you just have to be careful and fast, so it's really not that bad, but even so, I'm still going to make this look easier than it is. And also, I didn't mention this previously, but they did bring back... I think it's slightly different with the instrumentation, ever so slightly, but other than that, it is the same music as the Purple Coin music from Galaxy 1. There is a slight difference in the instrumentation. Like, there's something, like, one or two specific parts of it, but other than that, of course, it's the same music, which is, of course, a variation of the Gussie Garden music. Bam. Let's see. There's Tall Trunk and Hightail Falls. I almost want to say that those are the last two common missions I've got left to appear. Yeah, there's Tall Trunks. So yeah, right here, yeah, all the galaxies are complete in World 1 except for the Bowser Jr. one, and Boulder Bowl will be something later on. Wild Glide, I've already mentioned there's going to be something else, and then there's, of course, Hightail Falls, so that should just leave the Tall Trunk one and the Hightail Falls one. This video is going to be longer than I want it to be, but I'm going to be finishing up this Comet cleanup before ending off the video, so then in the next video I can continue on with World 3 itself. Tall Trunk's Purple Coin Slide. And unlike in the regular mission, now Luigi can appear in this mission, which is interesting. I don't think you really get any benefit out of it by like having him pull you to the top of it, but whenever he appears I always switch over to him regardless. And yeah, his dialogue is the same, so I'm not gonna bother reading it. But yeah, unlike in the original mission, once you appear to the galaxy, the slide music starts playing immediately. Oh, helping sign a hero! Yay, robot voice time! Hey, I lost some purple coins around here. I had 140. Must have dropped them down the slide here. Could you get those purple coins back for me? Even just 100 of them would be fine. I'll make it worth your while. I got someone down at the end of the slide that'll take care of you. Deal. I've never talked to that Guillermo before. I do not believe so. Yeah, they give you a nice amount of leeway for this, which is good because this definitely can be difficult. I should be able to get it no problem, but this can definitely be a difficult mission, so it's nice to give you a 40 purple coin leeway. Where you can miss 40 coins and you're still gonna have enough for the star. And if you fail the mission, you will end up getting, like, you'll end up losing a life and having to start it over, just like in Galaxy 1. I don't think I ever... Yeah, I'm fairly certain when I did all the purple coin missions in Galaxy 1, I never failed to get them all. Like, when it was... Well, in specific instances, because, like, there are instances where I failed to get them all, and of course I died, whatever. There are instances where I failed to get them all in Galaxy 1, but that was because of there being a strict time limit. I want to say Ghost of the Galaxy is one where I freaking ended up failing because of it having the very strict time limit that it has. But, like, when it comes to purple coin missions without a time limit, I don't think I actually failed any of them. When it comes to, I didn't collect all the purple coins there were, because of course there was also Dreadnought Galaxy where I ended up falling off and dying at least once, I do believe. But like when it comes to, you have to collect all the purple coins, and if you miss any of them, like when it comes to purple coin missions where you have to get them all and you can't miss any. When it comes to the miss any part of it, I didn't miss any of them in the purple coin missions in Galaxy 1. I got summoned briefly, and I knew dinner was about ready, but yeah. Will I quite top an hour? I don't know. For this video. Come on, really? Obviously, that was my fault. I'm not blaming the Wiggler. I failed to move, but still, it's the principle of the fact that it happened. But yeah, because of the length of this video already as it is, and I still have another mission I'll be doing before finishing this off, or to finish this video off, I'm gonna make the video, I'm gonna try my best. It all depends on how it goes, but I'm gonna definitely aim for the next video to be no more than 30 to 35 minutes long. But they may not matter, because if this is gonna be coupled with my previous video, the length of the next video may not matter anyway. But in case it does, I'm gonna aim for the next video to be 30 to 35 minutes long. I'm definitely try and keep it under the 40-minute mark. I didn't get a freaking enough. Son of a crap. Dang, I wish I would have read that other dialogue. Tough balls, kid, but a deal's a deal. You can get me 100, right? Normally I would have had this done by now. I don't suck this bad. I've just been epic failing. That's all it is. Come the frick on, are we serious? If I didn't have to frickin' stop and eat dinner, I would just continue on with the video and have it be like an hour and a half or so and have this video be the only video I upload when I get to having this available for you, making this video available for you guys. But unfortunately, I've got to stop and eat dinner, so I can't do that. Well, the length it's going right now, I could just have it be its own thing because approximately, more or less, probably would end an hour 10 to hour 20 at the most. So far, my each pair of 2 videos is total to approximately an hour. Very closely to an hour. Stupid crap. Very closely to an hour between 2 videos, so. There, got it. You got him. Nice work, sweetie. Let me try hear you get for this. Since this one calls you sweetie, I'm fairly certain it's supposed to be a female, but I don't care. I'm doing my normal robot voice, not trying to do a female one. Thanks so much. I will say this, though. I am very glad that I failed so much for one reason and one reason alone. That gave you guys a very good amount of time to listen to the awesome Slider soundtrack of this game. This is the most you guys are going to hear of the Slider soundtrack in this entire game. So, that is the one reason I'm very glad it took as long as it did for me to finally freaking get that. Same dialogue, so I'm not reading it. Huh.
We've been through a lot lately, huh? Maybe you should just take a break for a little while, Captain.
Yeah, whatever, Mr. Nintendo representative. Also, this made me think of something. If you shoot a starbit at him, he'll actually like it.
Thanks. Yum, not bad at all. Yo, that's the stuff. Snack, snack. Neat salt.
Yeah, I think that's all of them.
Oh, just a touch of sweetness.
So I'll do 10 more, and if he doesn't freaking give any new dialogue, I'll assume that's it.
Thanks.
2, 3. I've never seen that one before.
Tastes like starbit bread.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta love the interactiveness / interactivity that you freaking feed love with Starbits, and he actually has all that different dialogue. Oh, that is so tasty! Thank you! Is that all you say? Happy deliciousness! Thank you! Let's see, do they all say the same thing? Let's try going to the co-star Luma. Yum! Happy! Tasty! Thanks! Good God, it's aim pump. It is really difficult to aim this at co-star Luma, or rather, very easy to miss him. This is the camera angle you have to frickin' work with. But yeah, if I had known that was the thing when I did my extras in Galaxy 1, I would have tried feeding all the Lumas you can interact with Starbits. That is such a level of intricate level of detail I would never have expected them if all these Lumas actually have their own dialogue. I wouldn't be surprised if all the yellow Lumas had the same dialogue, all the blue Lumas had the same dialogue, etc. But I'll find out as some sort of extra, even if it's not an actual extra video, later on in this Let's Play. Really hoping it works out that I can have 2 made available to you guys before this one, and this one made available by itself as an extra long episode as opposed to 2 different ones. Stupid Weird Mountain Nunchuck. At least knock on wood so far, it's only been in instances where it didn't really mess up my gameplay at all anyway. Whether actually be in the galaxies or a lot of the time when I'm in Starship Mario or in the world map. But yeah, Hightail Falls speedrun. I'll be quiet so you guys can enjoy the awesome Mario World music. One thing to note before I do end up remaining quiet is there's these meteors, and they definitely add challenge to it. They give you plenty of excess time with the 3 minutes to be able to make it, but you do, of course, as per usual, in the speedrun missions, want you to be swift about it. Yeah, I couldn't avoid that one. Oh well. But yeah, be careful of the meteors that appear. It's kind of like a combination of the regular mission with the Through the Meteor Storm mission of Melting Molten Galaxy in the first game. As you guys can see, the meteors are knocking out terrain. Or, well, they're not knocking out terrain, but, like, there's terrain that's in platforms that have been destroyed up, and it's implied that the meteors cause it, but they don't make anything else disappear than what already has been for the mission itself, I do not believe. So much for being quiet for this, but oh well, I'll be quiet now. Not unless I think of anything else to talk about. I didn't get knocked off, and that's the important thing. Yoshi fell, though. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that again. All I'm gonna do is this. There. Now Till Falls is fully complete. And no other Comet missions appeared, so that is it for now. Which of course means Boulder Bowl and Wild Glide Galaxy have their own things happen later on. When it comes to the Bowser and Bowser Jr. galaxies, those Comet missions will not appear until later on in the game. So, at this point, as long as you've gotten everything I have if you're playing through the game, and like using this as a guide, you have not missed anything. You've got everything so far. So any of that said, I'm going to leave it here. That's it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this extra long video, and I'll see you guys next time for more Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2, where we continue on with World 3. Bye, everybody.